Whoop
They
whoop!
don't.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Getting to Know the Artist. We're here today with my dude hearseboi. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get to know this man. So I'm gonna let y'all start to come in for a little bit, and then we'll jump right into the questions. I just want to say thank you to everybody that shows up today in the video live, and thank you to everybody that watches it on the replay. I know sometimes watching replays can kind of not be as fun or whatever, but I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me and my channel, and to him, to the artist, because you're still getting to know him regardless. So thank you very much, and thank you to my homie sitting next to me for taking the time out of his schedule to come up and be with us and talk a little bull chat. TZ, whoop whoop, what is up? Okay, so we got TZ in the chat. Hearst, can you see that right there in the bottom of the screen where I pull up chats?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so if somebody has a question for you, that's how I'm going to pull it up. And again, I'll try to read them, but if you can see it, you can also start to read it, and then I won't read it over you or whatever. But I'm just trying to give some shout outs. We got TZ, whoop whoop. We got Juggalo Gamer, whoop whoop. What up? Yeah. All right, all right. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna jump into these questions, and I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys brought some questions for my homie. Halfway through, I will give you guys a chance, and by all means, if you can't wait, put it in the comments, and I'll stop and pull it up in between. But usually halfway through, I allow y'all a chance to kind of get some questions in there after I went through half of mine. So be thinking about some questions, if anything, that you want to ask this man, because yeah. All right, Hers. The first question is what's your name? Where was you born and raised, and where do you currently live? Now, you ain't got to tell us your home address, but we just kind of want to know where you're from.
I was born in Richmond, Virginia, raised in Richmond, Virginia, and I currently reside around the halfway point in between Lynchburg and Danville, Virginia.
Okay, how far is that from Richmond, Virginia?
About 3 hours.
He moved a little bit, folks. He moved a little bit. All right, that's what's up. Richmond,
Enough for
Virginia.
me to get away from enough for me to get away from the drugs. You know what I mean? Get my life together. Get my
Hey. Oh man, okay, yeah, I feel it.
people.
Yeah, yeah. All right, who else we got in here? Holy fuck, nothing. Jugman, TZ Benzie. All right. Question number two. Of course, I kind of know the answer to this, but I don't know all the answers. So, are you a juggalo? How long have you been down? And do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? A lot of people don't like to put themselves in that box. Even if they're a juggalo, they don't want to be considered a juggalo rapper. They're just a juggalo that raps. Some people like to be considered a juggalo rapper. What's your thoughts? And the rest, of course.
Am I a juggalo? I would say yes. I didn't know until I went home last year. Forgot J23, and I was backstage with Core Whore and when they had main stage last year, so I got to get like the all access deal and all that. Thick Chris. I got the whole backstage package, the VIP shit, being able to be backstage. I met some cool ass artists like Yellow Wolf and Ritz, and I didn't really get to talk to Violent J or Shaggy Two Dope. I'd like to, but I just didn't want to walk up on them and be like, hey, 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 they were in the middle of doing something. It'd have been disrespectful. So
Right,
you know,
right.
I like to talk to him, but I didn't get a chance to. But I did get to get like right next to Ouija Mac and stuff like that. So that and just like getting the vibe of everything, getting to meet different homies and feeling the vibe of the gathering, I instantly fell in love with it. I got some homies that was like, yeah, you're a Juggalo rapper, and I'm like, nah, no, I'm not. And it was like, I'm like a Juggalo rapper, and I was like, dude, so I had to go there and see for myself. You know what I mean? Like if I was in fact a juggalo or not. So yeah, after going to the gathering last year, I would say yeah, I am 100% a juggalo. Yeah.
Hell yes. That's awesome. Yeah, I know some people just don't like to be put in a box. They think it limits them maybe or whatever. I interviewed a gingerbread and he's like, yeah, I'm a juggalo rapper. And I don't know, I think there was somebody else I done and they're like, well, I don't really want to be put in that box. I'm a juggalo, but yeah, but and it whatever, I'm a motherfucking juggalo and my questions are a little juggalo eccentric, so sorry. But at any rate, no, that's a great answer. Thank you.
Different type
Um
of music, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I don't only do like, murder, swing, chop. I do shit that people can relate to as well, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're either fam or you're not, I mean,
Respect.
that's the way I see it. So,
Yes, sir. All right. Question number 3. What inspired you to make music?
well, I got a lot of shit in my head, man. I've always
Yeah.
been good with poetry. I've always been really good at poetry, and I wrote music in jail, in prison, stuff like that, and I just never did nothing with it because I was a drug addict for 10 years. I wasted 10 years of my life, and I've been
Right.
clean, be 5 years, December, and
Con- Congratulations.
longer than that if you count the jail time. I don't count the jail time because I was incarcerated, but more than that if you count the jail time. But since I've been down here, I've got my life together. My twins were born in January, so they'll be 5 in January. So yeah.
Nah, dude, don't take that away from yourself. It doesn't matter. You were clean. You weren't doing it, even though you didn't have a choice. Maybe that helped push you to continue to stay clean or whatever. So, no, I got all love for you. That's awesome, man. So then, so yeah, thoughts and just stuff in your life is kind of what inspired you to do better and make music.
Well, me being in a jail cell with not a pot to piss in, you know what I mean, with twins on the way, that was a wake up call. Three other
Right.
kids 3 hours away from where I was locked up, which was down by Richmond, and that was a huge wake up call, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I'd had enough. And but then I met up with a guy named Jay, Jay, Wicked Wonka Jay, Jay
Yeah.
Tilton,
Yeah.
uh, Bink's husband. We got to just rhyming back and forth one day, and it was like, you're really talented. And fucking, he made me believe in myself, and I've been rapping ever since. Met up
Well,
with Thick
whoop
Crit.
whoop to motherfucking Jay then, 'cause that's dope, man. 'Cause Hurst be putting out some bangers and he's got more coming, y'all. Um,
And up with Thick Chris and all that shit, and been rocking with Strange JRB for a while, and You
that
know,
might be part of the that might tie into part of the next question. So let me go ahead and throw that one out there. They both kind of tie together. So the next question is who do you look up to in the music industry?
who
And
do I
that can
look
be
up?
underground, that can be mainstream. Give us a little bit of both. Like who really inspires you like
Gonna-
musically, production wise, as a producer or as an artist? Who do you take from or try to take from or inspire by?
Well, I'm gonna have to say first off, 3 6 Mafia, DJ Paul, Yellow Wolf, fucking, I grew up off like Lil White, all that type of North Memphis shit, fucking, I love that style. You know what I mean? Like, I was bumping 3 6 out of my car since I was a teenager. You know what I mean? But
Right.
hey, Thick Chris, he keeps me on my toes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always hitting him up, man. Chris, man, goddamn, fucking back hurt like a bitch. Chris is like, well, buddy, put your big boy pants on, and So I mean, he's just always that. And Mike Tech, Mike Tech, most positive guy I've ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tech has always got the right answer. It don't matter what the occasion is. He's gonna send you something that's gonna be like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm gonna push now, But
Right,
I mean,
right.
wow, here,
William.
there's so many fucking inspirational underground artists out there right now that don't get the credit they deserve. You know what I mean? And they're really good rappers. And
And that's what I'm
I
trying to do. I didn't mean to cut in on your stuff, but like y'all need that recognition. And if somebody little like me maybe even can help give you that push, that step, that whatever, man, that's what it's about, helping the community. But go on, I didn't mean to interrupt.
good. Like everything helps, man. Like you getting people on your podcast, it helps you with your channel. You know what I'm saying? You doing this with me, it helps me with my channel. Everybody's got a role. We all work together in the underground, and we all grow together. Not everybody's mindset's like that, but that's how my mindset is.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
certain
no, no doubt.
I got certain people that I work with. You know what I mean? And what does that say?
Oh, just big shout out to Mike Tech, dude rules. Love that guy. I just wanted to put it up there for a minute, Thick Chris preaching at us. Go on. And honestly, we can lead on with well, we already. Okay, no. So no, if you still have more to say on the inspired, I'll let you finish because the next question's a whole different ball game.
I mean, like they're just
You gave great
I
answers. I'm not trying to bleed you out, homie. You said some great answers. I didn't want to cut you short if you were still talking.
I don't forgot my place now, but
No. Damn it. I'm sorry, chat. I ain't worth
Chris,
a shit.
fucking goddamn Rev Finesse, she's done an amazing job, putting together things, and just like being a good family, Spencer, he's a really good dude, he's always like supported me, shared my music, you know what I mean? Yeah, Paul Wayne.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that's dope. All right. So the next question's a fun one. Are there any current projects in the work or what's next? What's
Hmm.
hers boiling up in his head? What's he about to be dropping? How many songs? How many albums? Is there a tour we don't know about? Is there something he's about to be on? Let us know. Tell the people.
for a second. You're frozen. I couldn't really hear the question.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, chat. I don't know if y'all heard that. But yeah, any current projects and what's next?
All right, yeah, I've got a whole album that's done. It's done. It's just waiting in limbo to be released. Um, and then I'm a few songs in on another album. Then I've got a Blood Moon, the official video just dropped. So if y'all haven't seen that yet, make sure you check that out. And then October 4th, Lost and Found with me and Thick Chris drops October 4th, and that's shot by Thick Chris and Mike Tech. Um, like I said, I got an album in the cut. I got an album that we're about 4, maybe 5 songs into already. Think about dropping the next album that's already done after Halloween. Um, got 2 that are already done, and they're already out on physical copies, which is Frankenstein and Creep Show.
That Frankenstein's tight and it beats, dude. The recorded album I played in my truck, and I have just a stock stereo, and I watch my little like windows try to shake in my mirrors. Like it's beautiful. That's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, and thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm going back now that I've grown as an artist, and I'm like picking things apart in Frankenstein. I was like, well, I could have done this, I could have changed that, but I'm not. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. As an artist, we tend to pick ourselves apart. You know what I mean? But yeah, fucking I got a song called "Only God Knows" that'd be dropping probably mid-November. I'm gonna do a video on that one as well. Uh, and then there's Hearse versus hearseboi End It All that's coming in the near future, and then I've got another one called Insomnia that's coming in the near future. And all of that is like some fucking like real down to earth fucking beating myself up type shit, because with back injuries comes mental shit where sometimes you just got to get used to not being able to do what you used to be able to do anymore, and that sometimes that's a big pill to swallow, kind of
Right,
makes you feel less of a man, even though I may not be, but it still fucks you up mentally,
right,
you
right.
know, life, and
In
then as you can't do it no more.
Right. So I don't know how far in depth. I'm not sure how in detail they mean with this question, but you do have some questions in the chat. The first one is thoughts on the Juggalo family as a whole. I really wish they would give a little more like what they mean by that. That's kind of vague. Like I'm not quite sure if you have an answer for it, you can answer, but like. I myself am kind of confused on that one, so I'm gonna say skip it for now. Maybe they can better explain that question. But they did ask, where will the albums be dropped?
All platforms, all streaming platforms, and
All
on
right,
digital copy.
and how do they get those digital copies?
In a DM, just
All
hit me up
right,
on Twitter, hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Just hit me up and we can go from there.
And at the end of the stream, y'all, we will be getting all of his links. They will be in the description of this video right at the top. So you ain't got to go searching for them. You just hit description and it'll be right there. And you can follow this man on all of his socials and all of that stuff. So there's that too. um,
Are you
okay,
allowed to hit your?
you can do whatever you want, homie. I'm about to spark this other half of this Beezy, bruh.
What I stood up for last time because I know.
This ain't
Uh,
TikTok, homie. They won't shut it down. Actually, I'll hit mine too. Underground Wicked Radio DJ Snickers said, "Who would you like to see perform at the Gathering main stage next year?"
uh, hmm. There's a lot of people I'd like to see perform main stage next year. Whitney Payton's been on her grind, dude. Like, I'd like to see Whitney floating on her little kiddie pool around the crowd again. You know, that'd be dope. You know, I'd like to see Lil White out there again. You know, definitely want to see Darby and Ouija out there again, which I think that's pretty much gonna happen anyways, I believe. I'd like to see Cartoon on main stage again, you know, perhaps yeah, well,
I want
Enoch
to
would
see that.
probably do.
I want to see that boy Bleed come back and be on main stage again, but come back harder.
I'd like to see Smalls one on main stage again. That would be dope. No insane poetry scum.
Yeah, their set was pretty dope. I actually got to catch that one. There's a lot of shit I missed this year, bro, but I caught that one.
They're really for people, dude. Like they're cool as shit to hang out with, and I'm in a video with them, Homicide. So if y'all haven't seen that, check that out. That was also shot by the homie Thick Chris. I'm in that thing like I don't know 7, 8 times. You know, I was just honored just to be able to be in the video. I was like, yes.
Right, right. That's dope. Hell yeah. All right. Okay, next question. What is your favorite song that you made so far and why?
That's a hard one.
Okay, chop it up to your top two then.
I would have to go with Voices for one because I deal with a lot of shit up here with all this sciatic pain that I deal with. And then the second one, I would have to go with Only God Knows Why, which is not even released yet. But those would be my two favorite dominant songs that I've done so far.
He's teasing us, folks. His favorite song is a song we can't even hear yet. How about that? All right, that's dope. I'm looking forward to him. Uh, Realistically, where do you hope to see yourself in 5 years for your music, for your life? You know, just you can make that as broad or narrow to the point of being a musician as you want. We just want to know where do you hope to see yourself? What's the goal? What's your 5 year plan, Hurst?
Fucking moon, baby.
Yeah! Whoop whoop!
Now I got some plans set in stone, in motion. They a little in limbo at the moment, but I've only been doing this like a year and a half now. But I've got plans. And my plans have took uh quite a bit of planning and been talking it out and all of that stuff. And there's a lot of big shit coming in the near future.
All right. Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's a different spin. Do you uh do you
Just like
hope
one of the
do you hope in
wait
5 years do you hope in
and
5 years to maybe be signed to anybody, or do you think like you're gonna do the solo independent underground for 5 more years at best and just work on building you, and then maybe you want to be solo independent your whole career. I don't know. That works for some people. I'm not an artist, so I don't know all that kind of stuff, but yeah, maybe give us a little something on that. Oh,
kind of lagging again, but
I,
be signed in 5 years. I would love to sign in 5 years. Uh, would I like to do more more touring and stuff like that? Absolutely.
okay. To anybody watching, I'm gonna pause for a minute just to kind of let the lag kind of come back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I heard you then. I
Oh,
heard what you said. I just didn't quite see it.
oh, okay. Yeah. Nah, I could go for being signed in 5 years.
All right.
My goal for next year is to definitely play the Gathering again. In 25. Maybe second stage this time, or maybe main stage. I don't know. I'm gonna bust my ass this year. Um, these albums I got coming are pretty good. The one that I got a few songs that are going towards it already. They're really good compared to some of my other stuff that is good. But
All right. No, no, that's a good answer. Um, right on the screen we got one. Being in the underground scene, how do you separate yourself from other artists?
how do I separate myself from other artists? I don't know. That's kind of a hard question. I
All
just
right.
try to be me. I just write what comes here, and I just go with it. I'm trying to get into a few more heartfelt songs because I've got a lot of shit that I need to get out, and I think just the whole truth behind everything in the lyrics that I just think a lot of the people in the world will be able to relate to some of the stuff that's on the album to come.
Okay. I'm writing down this question. That was actually kind of good. It is a hard one, but it's a good question. So I kind of want to add that to my little list of questions.
Separate from any other artists is there's only one hearseboi,
Okay. Yeah.
only
How do
one
you
of me.
yourself? All right. All right. Fair and good answer. Um, you got to be kidding me. There is no way. There is no way. There is no way. Get the hell out of here. Trump, we don't want you. You ain't really Trump no how. Get.
Nah, I spelled it
Um,
wrong anyway.
right. Uh, Misty, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it, and I will pull it up here. Um, y'all email Jump now and tell him you want Hearse on main stage. Yeah, from the thickest of the Chris's. All right. Name one album you would listen to if you had to listen to this album the rest of your life.
One album I would listen to if I had to listen to only that album the rest of my
That's
life.
it. That's it. That's all you could listen to.
That's it.
Yeah, nothing else.
Let's
Bro, I
see
couldn't
here.
even pick. I would literally probably pick Corruptus by Ouija Mac. Because he hits some weird notes on that that just make my hair stand. But I don't know. That's just a random.
I'd have to say Bone Thugs and Harmony, East 1999.
All right. Yeah. Mr. Underground Wicked Radio DJ Snickers. Do we know each other? Like, I need to get with you, bro. These some of these pretty good questions. I need you in all of my interviews. That's dope. um,
So, if you only got one song, one album to listen to the rest of your life. But yeah,
Trump in the chat. Yo, Jump, where my email?
I'll be waiting for next year. Send that email.
Uh, okay, here's from Misty, one of our own from Stranger JRB, baby. Uh, at what age did you start music, and do you have any advice for upcoming artists? I want to have a career in music.
I started writing poetry in middle school. I've always been very poetically inclined. Um, I didn't start writing actual songs until jail in the penitentiary. I was writing a poem, and my bunkie was like, "Yo, say that again." And I read it out again, and he started beating on a damn bunk, and he was like, "Now try to make it go with the beat." And then after that, me and him, out of a year bid that I did, we just sat there. He'd beat on the bunk, and I'd write. You know what I mean? And we just be in there vibing, bitch.
Hell
So
yeah.
say 1920 is when I actually started writing music. I started taking this seriously about a year and a half ago.
Dang.
How in just a year and a half.
And he's coming hard, dude, with bars. Bars. Hell yeah, good
Before that,
question.
few months before that, I say I've been doing this for 2 years, bro. 2 years outside of writing, that never doing nothing with it. 2 years. I started out open verses on TikTok, and then the last year and a half, I've been pretty much just, getting music royalties, working on videos, all that type of shit, which I'm stepping the video game up now from here on out. And I'm got a different method as far as writing goes and all that shit. So
How do you go about sharing your music on current social media platforms when it comes to promoting yourself?
I suck at that. Dead ass, honest.
He said, "Hey, I got a song. You might check it out."
I just post. I just post them, and then I just keep sharing the original one so that the numbers go up, and then I just try to share reels, and but I've had a lot of shit going on lately, and I haven't been able to like really keep up with notifications, posting, all that type of shit. So I'm behind on everything by the hundreds right now as far as notifications go. But I just post when I can, I write when I can, I drop music when I can, I perform when I can. I don't really have a great system. I need to get one, but at the moment, I just do what I can when I can.
You should be posting. You should be annoying people with posts all over Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of that, man, because you got a skill. And I be trying to help you out. I've used your songs and just like reels and stuff, and not just for you, like for me, I really genuinely like your shit. So you really got some good talent, and if you put yourself out there more, maybe it would really help boost you, you know? So hell
I just
yeah.
going on at the moment with like 6 kids, and then like they were sick, and I had a few of them having some issues with school, so now I got to pull them to homeschool, and then I got one getting ready to go to another school, and it's been a lot on my plate, and then me straining my back with the pain, and that gets in my head, makes me like I said, like it's just been a lot going on mentally and physically. The last pretty much since I got home from the gathering, dude, I haven't caught a break. It's
Okay,
been
yeah. It's a whole lot. uh, Missy said, I write poems and lately I've been doing drawings as drawing artist. And to be honest, I have a fear of judgment and being made fun of. So, I would say just do it. Don't worry about what other people say. You gotta do you. You gotta take that initial plunge, and then fuck what people think. Really, like I mean, ultimately, like in his case, he does want people to like his music, but really, if you're doing it to do it for you, that's what should really matter at the basis of it. From there, well, that's a
doesn't matter.
different, but
Get these mainstream artists out here. They still got people that hate on them. You know what I mean? It
right,
doesn't matter who or what you do. There's always going to be somebody that's going to be a negative Nancy. So you know, and
right.
I still, but I still try to stay positive, motivated, humble, and focused to the
Right,
best of
right.
my ability. Even
What do you
sometimes get down. So that's why I'm always trying to remind people in posts, in reels, stay motivated, stay humble, stay focused, because it's like I need to hear it myself. So maybe I just push to other people, and maybe karma will come back and just be like, okay, you
Yeah.
like,
No, yeah. What do you think your music says to your fans about you? Like, what's your ultimate message, maybe?
I don't know. I just write what comes to my head, what I'm feeling. It depends on the vibe. Like I'm a storytelling artist for the most part. I'm not a gangster. I don't proclaim to be a gangster or a thug. I if so I'm more of like a storytelling artist. I make characters in my head, you know what I mean? And then I just write, so I I just do what comes to my head, whatever
Right.
vibe me, or like with Creep Show, you know what I mean? Like it's just spooky tales that are three different stories that are put into one song, kind of like the old Creep Show movies in the comics. There were multiple short stories put into a movie. That's I kind of tried to bring back that tradition in the Creep Show EP with Thick Chris. That's why each song has three short stories. So
Right.
I had to bring
Okay.
back
Yeah.
1980 history. You know what I mean? Like
I feel it. I feel it. Thick Chris said you can make the best song ever, and the first comment will be this goes hard on mute, because haters are gonna hate, but you need those haters. Sometimes they help boost your algorithm. Let a hater hate. That's okay. Um.
a
All
lot.
right.
Now
All right. We got more in the chat, but I'm gonna throw one of mine up back up here in the mix. If not music, then what? What would you be doing?
there's nothing else
It
for
would
me.
definitely it'd be music. Something in the music, huh? Yeah.
I'm a musician second. That's it. I'm half crippled. There is nothing else. I
All
can't
right.
roof no more. I can't do concrete. I can't do asphalt. All there is music. There's nothing else in my future. That's it.
All right, man. That's motivation if anything. Um what did you want to be as a kid? Was it a singer?
Archaeologist.
No kidding. You wanted to be out there digging up dinosaur bones and stuff, huh?
No, shit that people hasn't seen in thousands of years. Yep, that's what I wanted to do.
Bro, that's a new answer. Ain't nobody hit me with no scientists and stuff out
Oh,
there digging up bones. That's cool. I'm with
flip
it.
songs, you'll now that you've heard that out of me, if you go back and listen to my music, you'll hear little hints of that shit in the bars.
Okay, yeah. It's like backtrack into time, baby. What we got in here? We got Bizarre saying whoop whoop thick Chris. Can't make everyone your friends. Okay, there's still another question in there, but I'll save that one. I'm gonna get some of mine. Uh, Underground Wicked, thank you so much. You're really helping with some questions. Now, like we've done 40 minutes, I'm trying to get through some of my regular questions. um, okay, so
And
we
make
hit
it
that one. Uh, See, I know this answer, but maybe some people don't know exactly. You touched down on it a little bit, but I'm just gonna say it. You answer it, plain whatever. Uh, have you played the Gathering of the Juggalos or been to any? And if so, how many? So more or less, I know you've played, but how many have you actually played? Two?
backstage last year, which was my first gathering, which made me determine that in my heart I am a juggalo. It took me going home to figure that verdict out. So yes, I am a juggalo. Back to the beginning question. All right. Second off, yes, I have played the gathering. I was on the Ship of Fools this year, 24. And I also performed with King Wicket on second stage, the Omen stage. We did my song Buried Alive featuring King Wicket on the Omen stage. So
And
yes,
it
I
was
have
dope. All right, all right. If you could collab with any artist, who would it be? I'll look at it. He pulled that shit out.
I think
Bammer.
I could perform with do a feature with anybody. I would really like to do one with Yellow Wolf, DJ Paul from 3 6, Ouija Mac, Scum, Smalls one. There's a lot of people that I would like to work with. Bleed. I would love to do something with Bleed. Let's see. You just asked me for one. I didn't already gave you like 10. So, all right.
Yeah, no, that's dope. He said, "Yo, bro, still got his wristband." Uh, that's
Oh yeah, the only
fire.
reason last year got took off is because I had to have a back surgery and it's got a piece of metal on it. Otherwise, that one would still be there too. Are you live? Yeah, I'm live. And one for the LS. Okay.
All right, bless it. All right. Let's see. Have you ever met anybody famous to you? Like you're an artist, so maybe another artist you have respect for him, but maybe you don't see him like somebody famous. I always use my reference of I met Pauly Shore. That's my famous person, and now since going to the gathering, I met a hell of a load of you artists, and that was incredible. I got signatures on my little notebook and some pictures with some of y'all and whatnot, but anybody that you would consider famous or whatever. I don't know.
I don't
Have you?
don't think I understand the question like 100%. Like somebody famous, like
How about outside
underground.
of a artist? How about outside of a music like artist? Have you met a comedian or the president or a football player or I don't know or a mainstream artist?
Uh, um,
An
hmm.
actor?
Yeah, I did meet an actor actually, one time. Believe it or not, shh, no, I'm just fucking. This is loud. Many moons ago, when I was a kid, right, I used to dance. Not like no ballerina stuff or nothing like that, but I did hip hop and jazz and tap. So when I went to a Stars dance convention one time, I got to meet what was the lady that played in Grease, the girl that was with
Sandy?
yeah, Sandy, but her real name I can't fucking think of her name. She was a professional about ballet teacher. I got to meet
Yep.
her in person. Autograph. I can't think of her
Well,
name
that's
right now.
dope. Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah, I used to dance back before all my injuries and stuff. I was pretty good at it, man. I could break dance and all kinds of shit, but now I can't do that no more.
She shout out to LSP. Whoop whoop. All right, Underground. I'll let you get a question in there. How would you describe the music that you typically create, and what genre of music do you think that you fall into? And would you ever try to make music outside of that original genre of music?
I make music outside of my original genre all the time. Everything that I do is a little different. You know what I mean? I love being in the underground. So, am I trying to get super duper famous and be mainstream? No, I'm not. I'm comfortable in the underground. I like the underground scene. You know, do I want to get famous enough to where this shit pays my bills? People know me, and my kids can look back all these years down, my great, 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 great grandkids. As long as there's a power grid, there'll always be a hearse boy. I just want to make them proud, you know?
Right, right.
Yeah, I don't have to get like super mainstream famous or nothing like that. I just want to be a part of something bigger than what I ever was. And right now, I'm bigger than that because before this, I was just a junkie. Now that I'm clean, you know, I no longer fall under the junkie category. So, I've already accomplished more in a year and a half than I have my whole fucking life. So,
Okay. Respect. If you could make a ultimate rap cipher with three artists, what or who would it be?
I don't know.
Yeah, I read that kind of weird, but yeah, if you could make the ultimate rap cipher, what three artists would it be? Hmm. Yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
I
What
can't
was
really say solid artist because as you grow, everybody you know wants to work with different people, so at the point I can't really say who exactly the three would be at this point in time, because as artists we all want to grow, and in order to grow, you got to work with other artists that are above you, to be able to grow to get to the next level, But
right?
I would in cipher like a freestyle.
Yeah, I think they mean like how ICP the clowns be doing their ciphers. Well, they haven't done one in a while, but you know what I'm saying. Everybody gets in with the little, I don't know, a 16 bar. Or it ain't a 16 bar. It's like a little 8 bar. Or I don't know how many bars a fucking cipher is, but you know.
It's like 8 bar, 8 bar, eight. But I don't know. There's so many artists out there that I fucking genuinely fucking respect and love. That I've met in person, that I've worked with. Rather, I haven't. Even if I haven't met in person, it would be hard to actually name like three artists. I got so much respect and love for
I
so
you
many under.
Hey chat, you want to hear mine? You want to know who my ultimate cipher is on this bias? So under these pretenses, my ultimate cipher then would be Ouija Mac, bleed the wicked menace, and dig ye fucking graves. There. Be happy. That's my ultimate cipher.
I
I
dig it.
just came up, you know. What we want to know is what's Hearst's favorite color?
Black.
Yeah, mine's red. All right. What we want to know next is what's your favorite domesticated and wild animal?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like an idiot, but the hell does domesticated mean?
Domesticated, my bad. Like home pet versus wild animal.
I would say dogs. I like dogs. You know, you give them a scratch on the ear, give them a bone here and there, they'll love you forever. So I'd say a dog, and I don't know. Cheetahs are pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah. Mine would probably be dog, pit bull specifically, and then wild would be a white tiger, bro. I like tigers. I don't know.
Tigers are cool.
Um, Thick Chris's fantasy cipher would be Ouija, bleed, and scrim. Ooh, that sounds like it'd be nasty, boy. You'd be creating nightmares with that shit.
That would be a good one. Yeah, I see. I'm at the stage now, like where I don't really know exactly. Like, if I had one opportunity to do it, to make the cipher, you never know what one is going to be the cipher, which one is going to be the one that's going to blow you up. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of really hard to put three artists and that has to be it. You know what I mean? Like,
All right, no, I feel it. When you become big and famous and rich, what is one purchase you would make to embrace your girlfriend slash wife at the store?
well, my wife would be happy with a Honda Pilot. She wants a Pilot. She don't like minivans. She says she's not a fucking soccer mom. So
Uh,
I'd get
I
her a
dig
college. She would appreciate that more than a diamond ring. She's not really
it.
women that
Right,
you know
right.
just the car that she wants. With the pop up seat in the back, the third row seat. She'd be really happy with a Honda Pilot with low mileage. So
All
I would
right.
say,
That's a solid answer. I don't even know because I ain't trying to be an artist and I ain't never gonna be rich and famous. um, uh, what kind of music did your parents listen to?
my dad listened to country and classic rock. My mother listened to pop and old school hip hop, like
And would you?
Run DMC, Slick Rick, which where I get like the storytelling shit from, because I my whole fucking life knocking about the box, Rick. Like just fucking hit play at the beginning of Slick Rick all the way through. It's just one story that from beginning to end. You know what I mean? It just keeps on going. So that might be where I get the storytelling shit from. Listening to Slick Rick so long.
Said Chris said, Hearst, I have a diamond guy when it's ring time. Just FYI. uh,
She don't she won't want no more. She'll probably tell me just buy her a damn car and give me the money. Let me go buy what I want.
what is the high you get when performing on stage, and how do you come down from that high after performing?
Dude,
What?
honestly, the It when I am performing has been better than any drug I've ever done in my life. The high that I get when you're on stage and at the gathering and people start chanting family, family, like that shit, it just does something that makes the hairs on your arm stand up. You get goosebumps, this warm, fuzzy feeling, it's fucking amazing, dude. And
Yes.
it just kind of just rides as it just kind of just goes away, but it's just a feel of joy when that happens, and I've had that happen to me twice so far.
And how do you
And
come down from that? Are you just ride that baby out till it just dissipates and then that's a good night?
that fucking shit, it definitely sets my whole night, you know what I mean, like the whole day, night, whatever, it's an amazing feeling, you
She
know it, you know that there's supporters and people out there that love you and shit, so
Well, man, you definitely got some supporters hanging out in here. I want to take a second to shout out Thick Chris. If y'all don't know who that man is, y'all living under a rock. Go check him out. And I appreciate you, big homie, being in little old Wiggles stream. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Hearst, coming on my stream. So just intermission shout outs. Thank you.
I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for Thick Chris. Thick Chris has been my producer since I first started taking this shit seriously. So all of my journey has been with Thick Chris. All of my beats, all of my mixing, all of my mastering, all that's been Chris, man. He's been the
Hell
brains
yeah.
behind all of that. So
Oh, I don't know if I have it on here. I don't want to go messing this up here. First, I usually I put this on here, but I didn't need to. Y'all be asking questions. You get the gist of this. Chris, I don't know. I assume you're still in here. Let me see if oh, it's not in there. I should have added it, but I didn't know Chris was gonna be in here. I used Thick Chris put last year. It was like a free beat thing on TikTok. He allowed people to download it type thing. And Chris, I don't know if you remember this, man, but that's how I got that sound, and that's what I put on Facebook. Thank you. I was actually gonna play some of that, but it's not uploaded onto this YouTube. Freaking program right now. Chris is awesome. He is skilled as crap with making music, as he just said, beats and producing and mixing and mastering, and yeah, he's good people. We're hoping. I still have yet to send the message. Maybe I'm a little intimidated by him, but we're hoping to have him up on stream at some point. So
def fucking I can straight flat out say that is my producer for life, man.
hell yeah. All right. Do you have any siblings?
Me? Yeah. I got two sisters.
All right. Are they older or younger than you? And do they support your music?
No, they do not. And they're younger.
Man, all right. Well, maybe they'll come around.
Maybe.
All right. This one's
It's
this one might be a little interesting how you respond. I'm curious. You can give us whatever. You can say skip, whatever. I don't. It's whatever. But I like this question. Um, it makes you think, if you had that second chance almost or whatever. But at any rate, the question goes, if you met the younger you, what would you tell yourself and why? Would you tell yourself anything at all? Would you not? What would you do if you had that chance to meet the, say, 12 or 13-year-old you?
that is kind of a hard decision right there. Hard, it's a hard question because everything that has happened in life has led me to where I am now. I got a good woman that raises three kids that she doesn't have to. Their mother, their biological mother is dead. She stepped up to the plate. She is the mother to my twins. She doesn't have to raise my kids, but she does, just like I raised one of hers, you know. And if I hadn't have never fell that 40 feet and fucked myself up, me and her may not have never got together. I may not be doing music right now. I may not have never got my life together. I deal with a lot of fucking pain, you know. But honestly, I don't think I'd change a goddamn thing
All right, he
because
said, I ain't telling myself nothing. I might just smile at myself and silently say you're gonna be okay, huh? Something like that, but not actually like intervene and be like, don't do that, because I'm here to tell you, I don't regret my son, but I regret the 10 years of hell I spent with his mother, and I would probably almost say, not her. That'd be what I tell me. But I like you're being real, you know. I get you. Everything in life brings us to where we are, and that's real.
if not her, would your kid be who? Is it a boy
Right,
or a
right.
girl?
It's a boy.
It'd be, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. You
Hey,
just you.
get what you get. You know what I'm saying? So if it weren't for her, you wouldn't have the kid you have today. So that's why I said I wouldn't change nothing.
Right, right. Um, If you ever want any, okay. Missy said, if you ever want any drawings done for your music, let me know. Big Nasty Juggalo came up in here. Whoop whoop. Underground said, damn fam, sounds like a damn good woman. And Thick Chris said, damn bro, that sounds so fucking inspirational, Hearst. Hell yeah. Show this man love. He's got a good head on his shoulders, even through the shit he's been through.
I'm still dealing with it every day of my fucking life, dude. It hurts and it's unbearable sometimes. And sometimes I'm a grown ass man and I cry because there's nothing else I can do. But
Hey, that's what we can do right there, and it don't make you any less of a man, dude. That shit helps, at least for temporarily relief. You gotta let that shit out. You definitely can't hold it in, 'cause that's when it gets really dark and just
never
it's not good.
way, dude. Never. That sciatic nerve, it never fucking goes away. But I got a few good people in my corner that I can always hit up. Like
Yes.
fucking Chris, Mike Tech, Cartoon would be there if I need him. Misty, Spencer, fucking. There's just so many fucking amazing people out there that's in my life. I talk to Brandon sometimes. Fucking Wicked. There's just so many people out there that would give me good advice. If I had the a barrel to the temple or something like that, there's so many people that will be like, hey Hurst, look, you just need to calm down, it'll pass. There's so many people out there that is just really good fucking down to earth people.
Hell
We've
yeah.
all you know
I'm glad you got those people, man. It's good to have them. Some people obviously don't really get that support system or whatever, and maybe you can be the inspiration for somebody. You can be that person for a fan that's listening to your music, that's going through some shit, and they just want to go do the damn thing. They're done, but they listen to that song of yours and they're like, "Whoa, this sucks, but I'm gonna be all right."
song
So
Wake Up made. That song Wake Up has got a lot of principle to it. It's got a lot of real heartfelt shit inside of me. I did have a friend that I was riding with that is dead. He was only trying to get diapers for his kid, and he got killed over what, $50 a weed. You know, every year I do
damn.
visit his grave. That's where that song came from, and what I don't want my children to be. That's what that song is about. The next generation. You know,
Right, right.
why
Hell yeah.
Wake Up is a good, important, heartfelt song, and one of my favorites that I've done.
Well,
And then only God knows. It's like I'm going hand to hand with the higher power in this one. Like I'm fucking battling this motherfucker. Like why? But the
right,
only
right.
person into why would be the higher power, right? That's why I call it only God knows why.
Hell yeah, man. I'm ready for it. The underground with another question. If you could change anything in the underground scene, what would it be and why?
I wouldn't change nothing in the underground scene, man. I love the underground. I've only been in the underground scene, like I said, like a year and a half, bro. But I love it. I love this shit, man. I love going to the gather. I love how everybody makes me feel like I'm family. I love how people just wander around and you can just walk up to anybody and it's all love. I love that shit. I wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
Man, I feel it. I love that answer. Do you think your skill came natural or did you have to learn and practice? Like, so even as some people are born naturally gifted, or they say, they can just do something, pick it up, and it's like they've been doing it their whole life. Some people say, I want to do this, and then they practice, and they too become excellent at that thing. Some people, do you think it just was natural for you, or it was something that you're like, man, I think I can do this, and then you started doing it, and I'm going to say you're good at it. I don't know if anybody, I know there's Thick Chris in here in your corner, dude. So he's supporting you. Like you got a talent.
Poet since a child. I mean, I can spell worth the fuck, but I've always been a natural born poet. But, however, does it take time to learn the craft of hip hop? Yes, it does. You have to learn delivery. You have to learn cadence. You have to learn all that shit, punch ins, ad libs. You got to learn how to do it correctly. And I'm saying this out of experience because, like, when I did Frankenstein, I thought I had it all figured out. Now I'm picking that whole album apart. You know what I mean? It's like so many things I could have done different since I've grown in just the year and a half I've been doing this. You know what I mean? And so y'all be expecting like some really fucking changing ass fucking vibe in the albums to come. You know what I mean? Because like I've definitely crafted the craft. You know what I mean? Gotten more comfortable with it. I think once and you get to a point where you find what you're looking for, you know, that's when you actually get the results that you want. But yeah, people can be talented. There's a lot of people that are that way, but you know, everybody can always work and master their craft better.
Yeah, yeah, right on. Um, Underground got a question in there, but I'm gonna ask my question first, and then I'm gonna ask their goofy question. I like it. It's interesting. I'm curious what you're gonna say to it, but I'm personally curious about my question with you specifically. So my question is, who or what inspired or came up with your name and your logo if you have one, like hearseboi? How did you come up with the name, and does the official hearseboi have an official logo you're working on, or you already have one made, or there's no logo yet that represents hearseboi, or what I'm saying?
Got like three different logos that I use frequently, depending on, how it looks on the album art. One was made by Rev Finesse from Strange JRB. I've got one that I tagged for a music video that Wicked from Wicked Wonka Records, Jay Tilton. He told me to send him a picture of it, and he turned it into a transparent logo for me. And then he's got so many different names, it's hard to know. MX Heathen, if I'm saying it right. He goes by something else on Facebook. I'm horrible with names, so I apologize if you see this and I can't remember your name. But he's made me one that I like, and Chris has made me a few designs as well, but uh those were like shirt designs. Um and so yeah, I've got multiple logos. What was the other question?
uh I mean, how did you come up with hearseboi?
Oh, my dad. Remember how I said I was a junkie?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, there's this thing in my head that I hear all the time. My dad's dead. He's gone. He committed suicide like a samurai with a 9-inch butcher knife. But my dad would
Sorry.
always saying when he picked me up. I could hit him up anytime, and and he would come pick me up from whatever situation I'd got myself in, and he would always tell me, "You better get your life together, or you're gonna end up in a hearse boy." Call me boy,
Ooh,
boy. I was his boy. You better get your shit together, boy. You're gonna end up in a hearse, boy. So when it was time to pick,
clever.
I heard his voice. Get your life together for you end up in a hearse, boy. So hearse boy. It came from my father.
All right, bro. That's an answer. Whoop, whoop to that. All right. I dig it. I dig it. Um, okay, for the goofy question now. If I was gonna hire you for a job, but to get the job, you have to name 5 things you can do with a paperclip. What 5 things could you use a paperclip for?
Ah, my criminal days are behind me. So uh, uh, it get a bobby pin with the paperclip.
Sure.
I or I don't know. Next.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna tell that boss, you know what? I can use it as a poker. I can use it as a paper clip to clip some papers. I don't know. Can you give us 5 freaking uses for it other than what it's used for underground? Get out of here. You clowning. um, yeah. Okay, you can give us one in every category. Firstly, let me stop and say we have made it past our hour mark, but I am completely up for going. I only have so I got like 2 regular questions, and then I got what's called the rapid questions, either or. You'll say you'll pick either or out of the options I give you. That's it. So we ain't got much longer left, but I just wanted to let you know where we are on time frame. I don't want to take too much of your time. I want to say thank you again to the chat. Y'all have been great this whole time, and I am very appreciated of it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Um, so I hope you're still good to go. We got maybe, I don't know, I'd say it's probably about 10, 15 minutes more worth of questions.
Don't matter how much time. I'm good. I'm here.
All
What's
right,
up?
all right. So the next question, you can give us one out of each category, or maybe you have that ultimate favorite because I have my go-to answer for this question myself. But what is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? 1985 George Romero Day of the Dead.
Ooh, he hit us with something different, chat. I wasn't
That's the
even.
movie in my fucking mind of all time. Back then there was no special effects, bro. Like all that shit was real makeup. When they was pulling intestines out and gnawing on shit, that shit looked real. They used an authentic in fucking Florida from World War II. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It was fucking dude. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. George A. Romero, 1985, Day of the Fucking Dead, yo. Watch it. Check it out.
All right. Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen that one. I might have to check it out myself. My go-to movie is Blow with Johnny Depp. That's my shit. Um, okay. So then, what type of music does Hearst listen to when he ain't making music? Like, who do you be? What's your playlist vibing? What you listening to?
Well, I've got a playlist that I haven't been adding nothing to it lately, but on Spotify and YouTube that's a mix of underground artists that I work with and people that I look up to. You know, here recently I've been bumping Scum's new album in my truck, because hopefully here in the near future I want to get a feature with him. So I'm studying his word game. That way, when it's time for that, hey, send it to him, be like, hey, I got this, listen to it, and then tell me what you're going to charge me. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to nail it. You know what I'm saying? Be like, without questionable doubt, like, yeah, he fucks with it. I fuck with it. This is what.
Right.
So I'm kind of studying up on that before I get to that point. So I've been listening to a lot of Scum from LSP and Smalls one or Triple MFD, all three of them actually, because they're all on there anyway. So it's on the album. So I've been bumping that most recent album
I
in the truck a lot.
assume. I
But
assume. Go ahead.
my playlist consists of a lot of people from, you know, like Enoch cartoon. There's some King Wicked on there. There's Ref Finesse, Brandon Swanger, Mike Tech, Bleed the Wicked Menace. There's some LSP members on there. There's even people that I used to rock with back in the day. I never took them off. Like uh pretty much once you're on there, you're on there. You know what I mean? But
Right.
X Knowledge, he's on there. He's a good artist. I like his style. Lil Nate, he's got like this Bone Thugger Harmony vibe, so I fucks with Lil Nate. Lil Nate's on there. There's a little Zach Tier on there. There's there's just
What
so
about
many.
some mainstream artists?
Well, my mainstream is like 3 6 Mafia, Yellow Wolf, Jelly Roll, shit like that. But the older Jelly Roll before he got in the country. Don't get me wrong, I like
Yeah.
some of the country artists, like that long hair son of a sinner song. Love that song,
Yeah.
dude. But like Jelly Roll, that's the kind of shit that I got on there. I got it's just, to me, mainstream is I don't know, it's like a lot of it's turning to like pop. It's not really like the hip hop that I knew growing up as a kid, like old school DMX and fucking goddamn Bone Thugs and Harmony, 3 6 Mafia, Little White, Project Pat, Lord Infamous, Gangsta Boo, all that shit. Like listening to, that
Right,
would
right.
be stream. And today that's pretty much what, still underground?
Yeah.
Listen to mainstream.
All right. Um well, we are gonna get to these rapid questions next, dude. We've made it. We've done a full stream. It's been beautiful. It's been good times. Good conversation in the chat. I appreciate y'all keeping that moving down there. And the questions, Underground Wicked, you really do got some good questions. Some of them are different, but I appreciate it. At any rate, for those that may not know what either or is, it's literally as it sounds. I'm gonna ask this man. A choice question between one or the other, and he has to pick one or the other. There ain't no alternative option. There is one that sometimes I do make in an alternative, but that's it. He don't get to pick an alternative. He has to pick either or. So, without further ado, we're gonna jump right in. Twix or Reese's?
Reese's.
Okay, that peanut butter and chocolate. Summer or winter?
Got a broke back, man. Summer. The cold weather
Okay.
makes
uh, day or night?
Usually I'm asleep, but I like night.
Okay. Truck or car?
Truck.
Okay. Uh, ooh. Try not to think about the fact that you hurt your back on the next one, but I get it. Movie night or roller skating?
See, why'd you have to throw in the try not to think thing, man?
Oh, my bad, bro. Did you like to skate before you?
Automatically pick movie because I can't skate no more.
No. Alright.
No,
um, uh,
think about it.
Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay. Um, the next two pertain to what are you more active on? Uh, Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
All right. TikTok or Twitter?
Is there a either or on that one?
I mean, it's either TikTok or Twitter. I don't have another.
Man,
Yeah. Not
I don't really TikToks. I've never really done really good on TikTok, man. So like, I don't post that frequently, like once a week, if that. I don't go live anymore. So
maybe you
uh,
should.
every time I do, I end up doing something that gets me flagged for no fucking
Uh,
reason.
Right.
Um,
Well, maybe you can start doing regular weekly streams on your YouTube, bro. Let your fans come kick it with you regularly like this once they start, really getting to know you and piling in. That might be an idea. You just get to let them see your face. And don't even do it this long, just a little 30-minute teaser, 10-minute or whatever.
Live
Um,
fan base, it's just I don't know. I've never had much luck with TikTok, man. So I
I
probably
get it.
will Facebook or YouTube. I do plan on
Oh,
starting
okay. Um, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi
All right. Pie or cake?
cake.
All right. Cobbler or crisp?
Huh?
Cobbler or crisp? Like peach cobbler or peach crisp, but it don't have to be peach. Just
I don't know. I know what a cobbler is. I've never heard of a crisp though.
like apple crisp, peach crisp. I, wow, maybe
When
it's a difference in location. It really is just like some sweet crumbly stuff on top of the fry or the fry, Jesus, the fruit, and then like I don't even think it has a bottom. Does crisp have a like apple crisp? You the
I don't know. I want to say yes, but I'm not positive.
man, my old lady's even looking at me weird. So I don't even know. Well, we'll just
she
skip that one.
said it's got, I'll just go with
Yeah.
that.
Okay. um, the last one for you. Um, you either have to take a 3 mile walk in the rain, or you have to take a 5 mile walk in the desert, but you're provided water, obviously, so that you don't die of dehydration.
I'd rather walk in the rain.
Yeah. All right, man. So that's my questions. If there's any more, smoke another beezy, bro. Whatever, thick. Uh, I'm be checking Hirsch out. Heck yeah. So at any rate, At this point, I'd like to open the floor to you, man. If there is anything that we missed that's very pressing to you that you feel like you didn't get to talk about, you didn't get to say, you didn't get to mention, you didn't get out to the people, I'd like to hope that everybody starts to figure out who you are and they start freaking just taking you in and supporting you and loving you up. And I hope a bunch of people see this video and go start supporting you and all of that kind of good stuff. You've been an awesome host, and I thank you again for taking the time to come up here and just slum it with me on my YouTube channel. I know I'm not nobody famous. Some of my questions might be a little dry. Tonight, though, Underground was kind of kicking up some interesting ones, so I appreciate that, homie. Again, I got to shout out Thick Chris. He says, I'm about to go take out some grips. All right, dude. Thank you so much for coming. You were awesome. I'll get with you so that we can schedule something too. But no, if there's anything you just want to round off with or finish off with or whatever, shout outs or whatever, go ahead and yeah.
Alright. We went over like quite a bit of things, so I think we kind of hit everything just about. Yeah, just keep an eye open for the for the new stuff that I got coming out. If you don't follow me, give me a follow. Get this man right here a follow. Well, sorry, wrong way. This
Yeah,
man
you
over
good?
here. If you don't follow him, if y'all new to his podcast, show the homie some love. Check the albums out. Check other people in the underground out. You never know what the artist is gonna be like if you never give him a chance. You know, so uh, keep that in mind. People that self promote. It's a little harder for them. So it takes 1 second to hit the share button.
Man,
So keep that in mind. Just try to be a good person, stay motivated, stay humble, stay focused. And with that, I guess I'm just gonna close out. Shout out everybody in the underground scene. Y'all are very motivational. Rest in peace to my Uncle Brown. Um, he died a few months back, and yeah.
right on, man. Rest in peace to your uncle. With what he said, just to add to it, support. Don't gatekeep your own music. You'd be surprised what's out there you might like and you never knew. And life's too short, man. So you ain't got to tell me, but tell somebody you love them. I'm going to tell all of you. I fucking love you. Whoop whoop. Much clown love. And thanks for being on Dreadlockjuggalo, getting to know the artist. We out of here, folks. Y'all been beautiful, and I hope to catch you in the next interview.